What had ever happened to Leicester City? Well, first off, they sacked their manager Claudio Ranieri, who helped them win the Premier League, and sacked them this season after, which is terrible. Then appointed Craig Shakespeare and other managers like Brendan Rodgers, and the manager who had to be there during the grueling pain of relegation, Dean Smith. In 2014, Leicester had won the championship after about 3 years of struggling for promotion. As you can see over here, they finished 10th. In here, 9th. In here, they went to the promotion playoffs but lost. Then they secured automatic promotion. The next season, in the Premier League, 14th. Then they won the whole bloody thing. They've had superstars like Vardy, who's still there, Riyad Mahrez, who left to go to City, but I think it was for a little bit cheap. This man was a monster at Leicester, along with N'Golo Kante, who left to go to Chelsea and is now in Al Ittihad, and Kasper Schmeichel, who went to OGC Nice in the League One, and some honorable mentions, Robert Huth and Danny Drinkwater. A leading contributor to the Fox's downfall was because of finances and how much they've been spending on replacements for the players that the big teams have really just been taking away. Like Manchester City taking away Riyad Mahrez, N'Golo Kante being taken by Chelsea, all those stuff. So they found replacements, and let's just say that they were not as cheap as the players that they have found before. In the 2016-17 season, they dropped down to 12th. 2017-18, it was 9th. Then in the 2018-19, it was 9th again. 2019-20 Europa League, 5th. 2020-21 Europa League again, 5th. 2021-2022, 8th. And then relegation. How? Well, on the final match day last season for the relegation battle, Leicester were 18th on 31 points, and Everton were on 33. That was the match before the Survival Sunday last match. Leeds United were tied with Leicester on 31 points, but goal difference set them straight apart. Southampton, we already knew, was the first team to be relegated from the Premier League like 2 weeks before. Nottingham Forest were safe ever since the 36th match, and so were Bournemouth and West Ham. So Everton and Leicester were the ones in the relegation battle for 17th, but Leeds United were also in that relegation battle. So in the last match, it was Everton versus Bournemouth, Leicester versus West Ham, and Leeds versus Tottenham. Now for Leicester, they won 2-1, but Everton did not start their match yet, or at least they did not score. So in that few minutes that Leicester's game ended and Everton were still 0-0 against Bournemouth, Leicester were surviving and Everton would have been relegated for the first time in their history. Leeds United have taken the biggest loss to Tottenham in their last match, 4-1, and they knew they were relegated already. No chance, no shot, no need to look for news at Goodison Park unless they were trying to see if Leicester were relegated. And once news from Goodison came, Everton had scored a goal against Bournemouth. Leicester had been relegated for that few minutes. Everton, after the match ended, Leicester players got the news, and they have been relegated from the Premier League for the first time since 2014. The moment that Leicester knew this was the end of their Premier League run, they are going back down to the Championship. It was a sad moment for everyone in the King Power Stadium. All the Leicester City fans, they say they went all silent in the stadium after they learned that they have been relegated. Even I, who have watched the match, even a replay just makes me cry, knowing that all these players have worked so hard. They've tried so hard not to get relegated, all for that work to just be thrown away. Leicester City need consistency. They're an amazing team, amazing squad. All these teams need is the consistency to play. But here's one of the things that could have kept Leicester up. Had Leicester beat Newcastle, even 1-0, they would have stayed up. But as you guys can see in the 38th match, There was really no change, just a point change for Everton and Leicester. The sadness, but Leicester are top of the championship. I'm going to show you guys a picture from the table. As you can see, the Foxes are currently above Ipswich, 10 points above. And they have at least 4 games in hand, 4 goals, sorry. But Southampton and Leeds do look like they could come up, but they are just 3 points below Ipswich. West Brom, Sunderland, Hull, maybe they could take their place. But hopefully, Leicester gets promoted. As a Leicester City fan myself, I just want to say, the whole world smiles with you.